Well, welcome back to OU Nightly. Thank you so much for joining us. We're taking a look right now at the South Oval across OU's campus, and we've got a mixture of some clouds in there with that sunshine right now. A few students walking on campus this afternoon, beating the rain that we saw earlier this morning, and we are going to be seeing some more rain later on tonight. Right now, we are not having our conditions populate right now, just a few technical issues, but we do have the winds south-southeast at 21 miles per hour, and those temperatures holding on into the 70s and 80s. But all across Oklahoma, we are seeing 81 degrees in Oklahoma City, 86 in Enid, some cooler temperatures off to the east where they're still hanging on to some showers and even occasional thunderstorms as well. Where they haven't seen a lot of the precipitation is where we are heating up very warm into those middle to upper 80s and low to mid 90s as well. So 88 in Lawton, 90 in Woodward, 94 over in Elk City. A dry line is taking shape over here, and that is going to cause some additional redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms later on this evening and into the early overnight, and that is what we need to watch here across Norman and OU campus later on tonight, but more on that timing in just a bit. Our wind gusts are pretty gusty right there out there right now, 26 miles per hour in Norman, 29 up in Oklahoma City. Lauren was definitely seeing and talking about some of these wind gusts that she was seeing earlier out there in the newscast, and that is coming ahead of the storms later on in the forecast. But our radar image right now, as I mentioned, still some lingering showers and storms impacting the Tulsa area, Muskogee, McAllister, and Ardmore, really staying east of I-35. But could start to see some additional redevelopment along the I-44 corridor, and as these storms push off to the east-southeast between 25 and 30 miles per hour later on this evening. So between now and 10 p.m. we could start to see some redevelopment here in this green area, and then for Norman, Oklahoma City, and points to the east, anywhere between 5 p.m. and midnight we could start to see the development of strong to severe showers and thunderstorms. So what risks are we talking about? Well, we have a low tornado potential, a wind potential, as well as hail and flooding. So we could be seeing 60 to 80 mile per hour winds, up to quarter size and ping pong size hail, and localized flash flooding as well. So we have a 2% chance of an isolated spin up or brief tornado out there. It does include Norman and Oklahoma City, but the primary concern is going to be the large hail and flooding. So here in yellow, we could start to see some of that golf ball and even ping pong size hail later on tonight, as well as we could also see the 60 to 80 mile per hour winds here in the yellow region as well. As Lauren mentioned, the flooding threat is going to remain pretty much off to our east this evening, but we could see those storms as they continue to move from west to east. They could be going pretty slow, and they could dump some heavy downpours at times. Right now, we are hanging on to a few clouds and those showers and storms off to our east. We will start to see the redevelopment down about 9, 10 o'clock tonight along the I-44 corridor, and as they are going to push off to the east, we will see several rounds of showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be strong to severe. So in the 7-day forecast, we do have the chance for lingering showers and storms for the next 5 days, anywhere from a 20 to 40% chance of showers and storms as those temperatures hold on into the upper 80s and lower 90s before we start to see a cool down in our temperatures and a return back to fall where we start to see those temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. So if we can get through tonight's severe weather threat, we will be hanging on to some lingering showers and storms throughout the remainder of the week, but not looking like another evening where you're going to have to put your cars in the garage.
I was just about to ask you, what are some of the ways that students can be weather aware as this is moving in tonight?
Well, definitely sticking into OU Nightly, making sure that you're staying pinned to social media as well. You also want to ensure that if you do have a car on campus, you're moving that to a safe location, just because even though not everyone is going to see the hail and damaging winds, it's still possible. So you do want to make sure you're doing your part to stay safe and keeping your vehicle safe as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Hunter. We appreciate the update.